Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I would now like to yield as much time as he may consume to my distinguished colleague from the state of Washington, the sponsor of this legislation, Mr. Reichert.
Gentleman, Washington is recognized.
Thank the gentleman for yielding. Mr. Speaker, I rise today in support of H.R. 5788, legislation to designate the post office located at 103 Center Street West in Eatonville, Washington as the National Park Ranger Margaret Anderson Post Office. Now, you've heard a little bit about some of her history or educational past and some of her family history, but let me tell you that this really hits close to home for me as a law enforcement officer in my previous life. I spent 33 years in the law enforcement profession. Margaret Anderson was a park ranger for 4 years at Mount Rainier National Park. Eatonville, the little town of Eatonville, is nestled in a little valley right at the bottom of beautiful Mount Rainier, where Margaret Anderson lived. It's called the gateway to the national park, the gateway to Mount Rainier, the gateway where folks come to visit, reflect on their lives, and dream. It's a peaceful, serene, usually peaceful, serene, and beautiful place to visit. Margaret's job usually was to guide folks, give direction, patrol the area, offer first aid, and just in general be the loving and kind person that she's been described here today and after her death and throughout the past year by friends and family who dearly miss her. But on New Year's Day, things changed. Her job took on a total different meaning. She was now the protector of those people who came to reflect and dream. Their lives were in danger. And she stepped in front. She parked her car, blocked this crazed man with a firearm. Many say that her actions saved many lives that day, but it didn't save hers. She died. She died protecting those she served. And I think it's only fitting because of that sacrifice and the service to that community and the love that community has had for Margaret and her husband Eric, who also served as a ranger but has now moved on because memories there are too hard for him to bear. It's only fitting that this small little town with this small little post office have the name of Margaret Anderson attached to that building in honor of her service and her sacrifice to that community. I urge my colleagues to support the passage of this bill, and I yield back my time.